I believe DM, as well as Cosmos. Cosmos is the #1 seed for the event, so stepping up to the plate, trying to go ahead and make sure that his bracket run continues on the winner's side. DM on the other side, we had a little bit of Pyra, a little bit of Pikachu, top tier privilege.
I'm not sure if DM is going to want to face that Ditto down. I'm not sure if you want to do that Pyra game, but like you mentioned earlier that DM's playing a lot of Pikachu this weekend, and I imagine Pikachu knows how to finagle their way through some swords.
I mean, the one quote that I think it was Charles that had it on Tweak Talks when this character came out, and they were doing like an analysis of Pyra, that everybody was just saying, we didn't realize how bad the recovery was, and that really stuck with me, because yeah, the character on stage is dominant, is oppressive, but wait, is that a Steve getting picked here for DM? So we have an interesting matchup right here, DLC for the win, and Leonard, what do you think of this matchup?
It's going to be pretty interesting to see if DM can create those walls, set up that space. I mean, we're on Town and City, which is, again, very horizontal. I want to see if Cosmos is able to close the gap. I mean, those strings like this are absolutely brutal.
Oh my God, 60 damage just to start the match off, too. Carrying to the top. Might be a high ceiling, but that's not going to stop this man from racking up the damage.
The power of Steve, you just get to create problems, fun little conversions that if you get the chance to mine, it's going to be pretty rough. But Cosmos understanding that Myrtha has the speed and the range to really snuff out a lot of options, but the problem is closing the gap right now, and DM is doing a good job at preventing this Pyra from entering the space.
Agreed. It feels like Steve's biggest weaknesses are disjoints and zone breaking, and that's both his characters. So we can go ahead and use that down air from Pyra to chop through those blocks and then cover the every ledge option. This character is typically so tricky at ledge, but all Cosmos needs to do is threaten the spike, and that is terrifying. But the cart not quite going to kill off the top with the follow-up up smash. And that's always such a tilting thing to get hit by. It's like lazily drifting along the stage. It's like, oh, it's tapped me, and I might be dead for that.
Yes, it is. Oh, I like that. Roll behind not quite getting the punish, though, is DM. Has the diamond on lock for next stock in case they drop very soon, which is very important. Once they have that, I mean, there it is.
Catching that with the forward smash. Great timing from Cosmos.
And there it is. I mean, even though you just lost the stock, you have diamond on deck, so one good hit is all she really wrote for that. Back air, F smash. Ooh,
trying the TNT lava setup there too, but not quite going to connect. Does get the neutral B2 from Myrtha, and look at the damage now. Such an awkward spot. Steve usually has a pretty solid recovery, but the question is, how can you actually mix it up when Cosmos has these safe hitboxes to pressure you?
Cosmos is doing a great job making sure DM can't really set up. Has the diamond, but you aren't really finding a lot of footing here. Finally, the back air to take that stock. Have a chance to finally mine, finally getting iron on board, because that's going to fuel your minecart, your anvil. A lot of damage and supplementing this diamond weapon trio.
And look at the resources available for DM, though. A ton of wood, but only a couple blocks of iron. And every single time you have those minecarts, it is a resource that you can ill afford to miss. The forward smash actually clipping just below the edge, and good God, what a stock right there from Cosmos.
Be fun to see if DM can even mount this comeback. Like you said, resource game is very important with a few different of those characters that exist in this game. And if you prevent them from setting up, they don't get traction. They don't get a chance to really settle the score. Because even though Steve is great on his own, if he doesn't have iron, if he doesn't have diamond, some of the best things in his toolkit, it's just hard to find footing.
Yeah,
and this is what we're seeing.
He's dealing with like the wooden tool right now. He has 1 or 2 bits of iron reserve. He gets to get like 1 or 2 back, and then immediately Cosmos is there, so unable to build up that barrage of resources. Interesting up B right there, though. Cosmos able to just fast fall down. DM couldn't quite get the punish.
Yeah, that's fortunate for DM. Was hoping to find something there, but
what? It clicked through the block, started the fall again, and Cosmos an early exit.
I love that because the block wore out, it started falling again, so the hitbox returns to being active. And that is definitely some Looney Tunes shenanigans. I'm seeing Acme Corporation stock is going up right now for seeing that, but hey, Cosmos stock is going up as well as DM stock going to the blast zone.
I mean, talk about Looney Tunes. That Pyra down air is kind of nonsense. Such a massive hitbox, and it really shares the animation. It reminds me of Lucina down air, but if Lucina had that, good God, she'd be a terror. That's something definitely worth the $5.99 price.
It's of course. DLC, we got to pay for these extra goodies. Sakurai made sure that we're eating well once we go for it. Small battlefield is going to be fun to see.
So getting a couple platforms to play with, DM obviously has to go ahead and consider his counterpoints, or counter picks in terms of resources as well. So we'll have to see if small battlefield will allow DM to get a little bit of more of a mix-up game where he can basically carry Cosmos to the top and then build up a wall under those platforms. That's kind of what you want to see, those 2 blocks right there. It makes it so difficult for DM to get like platform drop down airs with Pyra.
Makes a lot of sense why he went to this stage in that case. And even though DM did get a very nice, quick, simple beginning with that percentage, Cos was answering right back with just a true combo like that. Dare to up smash is brutal and can kill at a little bit higher percent.
I mean, that was just about 60 before the hit. He very nearly died. You have to be on notice against Pyra. This character's kill power not to be underestimated.
100%. And the worst part is if you think you have a grasp, guess what? Myrtha comes out to play thrice as fast for sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that we're not seeing really the Myrtha just trying to set up these edge games, but very nearly getting clipped with that downer. That was a regrab because he couldn't get any platforms built below the stage, but the up B, easy kill confirmed right there. DM unable to SDI or wiggle out of that one.
And the full power coming out. And this is how you usually see Pyra Myrtha played. Early percent goes to Myrtha for causing some problems with that speed, and then Pyra comes in to clean up the stock with that percentage. And look at that, just another true quick conversion.
I mean, DM was so close to getting that stock with the 2 dirt blocks placed perfectly, but Cosmos actually very wisely B-reversed his up B, gave him a little bit of an extra bop so that he could get back to stage.
And I like that stage recovery as well, opting to throw at a hitbox, kind of get in DM's way to prevent that edge guard situation. And you got to be aware of those tricky blocks, man.
He does such a good job, DM does, of making sure that you can't just intercept his recovery from the edge, but does get the down here and then the up B. So a little bit of a mix-up right there from Cosmos leads to an early stop.
I love that. Understanding up smash isn't true, but if you jump B-reverse the situation, you can catch DM slipping, and I like that wait as well.
The no-mash mix-up.
Yep, no-mash mix-up, avoiding the up smash, keeping the stock alive. And now DM 1 stock away from dropping into loser's bracket scabs.
And these air dodges are getting a little bit desperate from DM too. Oh my god, that actually clipped, and it's going to lead to the stock.
Quick little scoops courtesy the minecart. Fortunately, DM is still in this game here, has iron equipped, has gold in the pocket just in case, and look at that, 36% off a couple of up tilts and an up air to boot.
But great DI from from Cosmos to make sure that that string ended a little bit preemptively. You know the DM was trying to go ahead and carry that off and then get an early down air to claim a stock, not just a ton of damage.
Avoiding that redstone empowered minecart in the air, but still Cosmos stuck in disadvantage, trying to find a way to land. Trading blows between the two, but if you're DM, you need to stop trading and start winning these trades before it's too late.
We need to see Steve make something happen here. He does get the back air at edge, setting up an edge trap, but getting stuck in shield right there. That's really the power of Pyra's side B, is that even when it isn't hitting you, it's preventing the opponent from chasing you off stage when you're at your weakest.
And I like that. Instantly goes for the diamond because you're on your last legs anyway. You have nothing to lose once you craft it. It is the powerhouse item, and that is the surefire way to get yourself back in this set, is to bring out the diamonds, the big hits. And bit by bit, slowly kind of tackling this percentage issue right now, but Cosmos is trying to keep a firm grasp on the game.
I mean, there might be a big percentage differential here, but I have seen Enderman kill with forward smash at 40 before. The down tilt going to send him high and unable to get back down. He broke tumble with an aerial, did not decide to pull out that anvil, and Cosmos walks away with a duo.
That power of the Aegis indeed. Cosmos reminding us why he is first seed for the tournament, why he's trying to get to that top 8 spot winner side, maybe trying to take the whole thing.
It feels like that character in Pyra Myrtha suits Cosmos so well. Like, Corrin was Cosmos' main back in Smash 4, and it feels like since that character, there's been a lot of switches from Cosmos. Hasn't really had that sole main pop in where everything just fits perfectly. And this character, not only do you see Cosmos utilize it to its fullest, it seems to suit his playstyle, exactly what Cosmos wants to do and has been doing for so long.
Makes sense. I mean, we saw the Inkling, we saw